Scientists believe this animal could kill a human in under 3 seconds, and at one time, it ruled the entire Earth. This creature didn't just hunt, it erased everything in its path. It weighed more than 10 fully grown elephants. Its bite force was stronger than a hydraulic press. If it stood next to your house would lose. Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a silent ocean. Water in every direction. The air is still. The waves are unnaturally calm. Suddenly the birds scatter. The surface of the water trembles, and below a shadow begins to move. Shadow larger than a ship, because if Megalodon were alive today, the oceans would not belong to humans. A brutal Earth. A brutal ocean. This story begins nearly 23 million years ago, when Earth was nothing like it is today. Back then, the ocean wasn't a place of life, it was a battlefield of death. Predators existed everywhere, but above them all stood one name. Megalodon, nature's final experiment. A size that shatters the Megalodon, grew 55 to 60 feet long as a full-size bus. It weighed 50 to 70 tons, the equivalent of 10 fully grown elephants. But the true terror wasn't its body, it was its mouth. Teeth, nature's living saws. Side Megalodon's jaws were more than 276 teeth, each one stretching up to 7 inches long. These teeth constantly fell out, but nature had a solution. New ones grew instantly. Over its lifetime, this monster lost thousands of teeth, and each tooth was a fresh promise of death. A bite that could crush mountains. Megalodon's bite force reached up to 40,000 CIE. To put that into perspective, lion, 650 psi, crocodile, 3,700, Megalodon, 40,000 psi. This wasn't hunting, this was annihilation. A whale's skull could shatter in a single strike. Intelligence plus savagery equals the perfect killer for years. Scientists believed a creature this massive must be slow. They were wrong. Megalodon hunted with strategy. It ambushed from below, targeted vital fins, crippled its prey instantly, then waited until the victim bled out, helpless. This wasn't speed, it was calculation. Even whales were not safe today. Whales are the giants of the sea. Back then, they were prey. Deep scars found on whale fossils prove that Megalodon targeted their most vulnerable areas. One strike, and the ocean turned red. Did it hunt alone? Some scientists believe Megalodon may not have hunted alone. Juveniles likely moved in groups, while adults dominated entire territories. This wasn't just strength, it was a system. Then the world changed. Around 3.6 million years ago, the planet shifted. Oceans grew colder, whales began migrating. Food became scarce, and a body that massive required enormous energy the world could no longer provide. Megalodon didn't lose a fight, it was left behind by time. Did it really go extinct? This question still haunts people today, because over 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. Strange sounds are still recorded in the deep hand occasionally. Enormous teeth are discovered. Science says it's extinct, but fear whispers, is it really? The final, most terrifying thought of Earth warms again. If the oceans change once more, if nature gets another chance to experiment, could it create something even worse than Megalodon? Guess the most frightening truth isn't that this monster once existed. It's that Earth has created horrors like it again and again, and it has done so before.